Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Tuesday the 6th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly early time frame, got up and around, got the dogs outside. Night went pretty well. I wasn't sure how it was going to go because the little one tends to annoy the shit out of the big one, but luckily overnight did not get off the bed, so it was all good. So it was worked out fine. But wife got up and around. I jumped in the hot tub, got my little morning soak on, got a few things done in the house, planning my day, trying to figure out what's going to happen, and had to run up to Port Orange area to hit up the chiropractor and all that good fun stuff. My shoulder's doing better. It's not great yet, but it's way better than it was. Like, I'm really not hating my life. It took way too long for them to finally actually start doing like manipulation, actually adjusting me, not just trying like physical therapy and massage and all that shit. They actually started doing work on my body and all that fun that took forever and ever. But once that started happening, I'm now seeing some real results and very happy in the process. Just wish they would have taken all the x-rays they wanted first and started doing the adjustments early on and not worried about the fact that I had a life-threatening accident back in 07 that doesn't affect them adjusting me now, but they're super cautious there. So it is what it is, but I am seeing progress, and I was not seeing any progress earlier with the other ones that were chiropractors I was seeing. Was not getting any luck with that whole, he was not working my shoulder, just doing the general bullshit adjustments you do. And it tends to happen, I find, sometimes with people that have been chiropractic for a long time. They kind of figure out these 4 or 5 adjustments, they just stick to those only, and they kind of rush you through just to make the turnover quicker, which I understand if you're super busy. But like the one guy I was going to, like, his practice has pretty much fallen off. Like, he does walk-ins, and he also does appointments, I believe, but it's been 3 years, maybe 4 years, since I've ever seen Bill even in the clinic when I stop by. And I stop by all kinds of random times in the day, and he's never had anybody else in there. So it's not like he's having to rush to get to the next client. He could have spent more time and tried a different technique or tried a different thing, or even spent a lot of conversation of figuring out what is actually bothering me in the process. And that was not the case. So yeah, I went ahead and decided to put the dogs up, separate them out. I don't trust the little one not to annoy the big one while I'm gone. So went and got my run in, got back, got my shower, chilled out a little bit, and it was time to go up see the chiropractor. So I headed up that way, and everything was good. I put the cameras in the house, had them logged in so I could check them while I was out. The dogs are doing great. Absolutely no problems at all there. So that worked out well. Got the appointment, got my adjustments, did a little massage and a little physical therapy stuff, a little kind of really grinding in the tight spots and all that fun stuff. And you use like some kind of, I don't know, like a vibrating massager thing on me before you start adjusting, hoping to loosen up the muscles a little bit so things would move better. And some things moved, which my body tends to tighten up when I know they're going to adjust me. And it has just what it is. And I even joked, I'm like, I should have my wife drive me up here on those days, and I should get like really drunk before I come in. So my body's much more relaxed and loose to see if I could get a quick adjustment that way, where it actually let my body be not so tight, not so tense, and allow things to move better. And he kind of chuckled. He's like, I don't think I've ever tried that before. So we had to get a little chuckle on that one. But when we got talking, he was asking about his, he has an old BMW that has some electrical issues that he's been fighting with. I gave him some pointers again. He's been, each time I talk to him, he comes up with something else that I told him to try. And then he does similar to what I say, but not actually what I say. He gets close, but he doesn't actually do what I say. And he said it doesn't work. I'm like, wait, you didn't do what I told you to do. Try what I told you to do. And that doesn't work, then we'll try the next one. But you're modifying everything before I tell you. Like, one of the ones, it's got a dead battery, and BMWs have a lot of electronic shit. And I told him, I said, jumper packs probably won't work if your battery is as dead as you say it is, because like the light don't come on, battery key fob don't work, nothing works. I said, hook up your truck to it, let the truck idle with jumper cables on it, and just let it sit there for half an hour if you can. Yeah, if your truck doesn't overheat. But he brought his mom's rental car in, which has a much smaller alternator, little shitbox compact car that has a much smaller alternator, so it doesn't put out as much voltage. So, and he let it sit there. He said he got in and tried it when he first hooked it up, and it tried to start, like it clicked and stuff, and like cranked once, but then nothing. And I'm like, that's not what I told you to do at all, was it? I told you to let it set for 10-15 minutes, preferably a half an hour, let it charge up. I told him to get like a Trinkle charger, different things to try and charge the battery up. And he was like, well, I don't have anything out there. I said, take the battery out and put it in your damn apartment and then plug it in. You can get a Trinkle charger for like $20 at Harbor Freight. Let it charge for 24 or 40 hours, then go back out and try it. I also wanted to look up how to, like, different forums to find out on the BMW, once the batteries went completely shit dead, is there a code to reset it or something like that? And then he started talking about his truck, has a code that throws for, he said, passenger side O2 sensor bank is bad. So he keeps calling it code, but it keeps coming back. And he wants to know about changing that sensor out. And he wanted to know if I'd help him do that. And I'm like, possibly. I said, it's not that hard. It's the biggest thing is to get to it, pull your inner fender out or whatever you got to do to find that unit that you need, and then start hitting it with penetrating oil like every day when you get home from school. Just when the motor's still hot, just give it a little tiny squirt of penetrating oil in there and let it soak in every day for 7 days. And then when you do take it off, it'll be a lot easier to get that off of there. Like, okay, I'll give that a try. So who knows if that'll work or not. But yeah, I told him, I said I'd be happy to give him a hand if time comes, needs an extra bit of help there. So we'll figure it out. But who knows. So I left there and checked on the pups. They were doing great at the house. They were all chilling out just fine. So from there I went ahead and thought I'm close enough here. I'm gonna run up to Costco. I just need some kitchen trash bags. I'm just kind of looking for some other food and whatnot. So ran up that way and checked the GPS and stuff. It cost me 40 minutes. By the time I got there, did my shopping, got back out. I got home 40 minutes later than I would have if I just went straight home. So I was like, that worked. So ran around there, found my trash bags and stuff. Also picked up some avocados, which I like avocados, and my wife does not. So, but the bags there, they're like, I think it's like 9 a bag or something. It's like a bunch of them. So it's hard for me to get through them all, but I do my best to try and get through them all. So got that all done. Picked up big ass Caesar salad and 5.5 pounds of rotisserie chicken already pulled off the bone. And I thought, well, I'll have chicken and Caesar salad tonight. That'll be a good little meal. So got back to the house. The dog's out. Dogs are great, having a great time. Played outside for a while, sitting around, chilling out. And then wife texted me and said she's on her way home. So I thought, I'll have salmon tonight with rice. So I started to make rice and then realized, oh shit, I bought salad. So called her real quick and said, hey, do you want salmon and rice or do you want the salad? And she said, salad sounds great. So she goes, I always throw the rice away, it's only a couple cups of rice. And she goes, well, just go ahead and make it. I'll have it for leftovers, we'll make it tomorrow. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I did that, and then she got home. We ended up making up salad. The chicken was damn good. Holy shit, it's really good. And I hate taking chicken off the bone, like rotisserie chickens. It annoys the shit out of me, so works out really, really well. It's already done, and it's nice and tasty and juicy, and it's just beautiful chicken. So probably buy another one of those containers at some point, because I'd seen them around but never bought them. The biggest thing is going to be whether or not we can eat 5.5 pounds of chicken between the two of us before it goes bad. So that's something we got to keep an eye on and make sure we get through it. If not, it's definitely not worth throwing it away. So after that, we chatted and talked about our day and just all the BS that comes with it and all that good fun stuff. And then I headed back outside, hung out with the dogs. And then she came out and told me that her father's appointment tomorrow for physical therapy is at 1:40, not 1 like he told me, or 1:10 like they both told me. So I told her to check and verify, and she said that she did, but he looked again, and it's at 1:40, not 1:10, which is what we were originally told. And I have a dog I'm supposed to go pick up tomorrow. They don't put their dog in their car. They put it in their son's car, but not their car. And their son's working tomorrow, so they want me to come pick it up. I wasn't supposed to get it till Thursday, which is not a problem. But with the time frame and whatnot, I said, hey, instead of picking the dog up at like 11, like you had down, can I pick the dog up closer to like 1:15, 1:30? And they're like, yeah, that'll work, because I take my father-in-law to physical therapy. So my thought was, hey, I could just basically, when I go drop him off, once I drop him off physical therapy, I'll run out, because it's already like halfway there, grab the dog, and then come back, pick him up for physical therapy, and then head home. The thing I'm concerned about, new dog, I've never watched before, so I've only interacted with one other dog, and this dog coming to want to make sure I'm there to interact with them, verify they're getting along great, and all that fun stuff, and all that. I don't want to drop the dog off and leave. So Now I find out it's 1:40, which I already cleared it. So I picked it up. So reached back out to them and said, hey, it's going to be closer to 2. Is that too late, or should I come pick the dog up early in the morning? And they said, we'd rather have the dog picked up early in the day. I'm like, shit. So that adds like 2 hours to my life because they got the time wrong on this stupid thing that I'd already changed it. It's terribly annoying. It really is. So now I got to go pick the dog up tomorrow, come back, hopefully interact well, and then figure out which dog I'm going to take with me. So I'll probably take one of the dogs, most likely the Saki, the one I'm picking up. I'll take her with me because she's the one that does the least good by herself at the house. So I'll end up with a dog in the car, which means I can't go. Like, she doesn't do around like really well, like at Home Depot and stuff. So I'm gonna end up in the car. Can't go to the beach again, like I would do normally with physical therapy, because she's not allowed on the beach. It's a pain in the ass. So it's amazing how literally a half an hour difference in appointment time adds like 2 hours of my life. A pain in the ass. So yay, good fun, all the fun. So it is what it is, but just part of life and doing this type of work and dealing with a father-in-law who chose to abuse morphine and lost his driver's license. Actually, we took it from him. The state should have, with many wrecks he had and stuff, but they had not, so we removed his driver's license from him. So with that, when there's consequences, you fuck around, you find out, and by removing the threat of him killing somebody or himself that added the stress to my wife, means I get all this extra stress of driving him everywhere all the time. So yeah, it is what it is. So I get more stressful, but she has a more peaceful life. So that's kind of how everything goes lately on that one. So yeah, that was it. After that, headed back in, got the dog settled down. The newer dog I'm watching is like decided to start humping one of the dog beds for some damn reason. It's super annoying. So I had to take that dog bed out of the room and put it out in the dining room so the dog would leave it alone. Their dog bed's fine with, but no clue what's up with that shit. So super annoying, but it is what it is. So finally got some sleep. Wife was still too tired. She didn't watch anything with me, and she's exhausted. She feels like shit. She said she's still whatever that cruddy thing she thought she was over. Apparently she's not over it yet, and she still feels like just exhausted. So she doesn't know what's up with it. It's just she feels off and does not feel great. So yeah, not the best way to have the day end, but it is what it is. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.